Hello everyone, this is a short overview of using the pronunciation guide as it's been updated recently. We're going to look at Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and this is a project with no audio uploaded, so this is just looking at the prep tool. When you open up the project, you'll see these 4 tabs at the top. We're just looking at the pronunciation tab today, and this is the PDF that I uploaded. So no audio, just the pronunciation guide. The first page that it's going to take you to is going to say open suggestions in the middle. And this is a way for you to look at what Pozotron is suggesting offhand you would want to have on your research list. A couple things to look at the screen. You don't have to just use Pozotron suggestions in your research. You can always add custom words. And there are these other options to look at as well, including importing and exporting. You can import a whole list of words. If you've already made a list of words you know that you want Pozotron to look up in this title, you can import that whole list. Once you're done, you can also transfer the research that you've done on this project to another one, or you can export the work that you've done to an Excel sheet. Export marked script will take all of the words that you put on your research list and send you back the PDF that you uploaded with all of those words highlighted and a pop-up box with the phonetics that you have associated with them. Share Online Packet will create a link that has a read-only version of your whole research list. Once you start putting things in your list, you can sort by number of occurrences, word category, which are these guys at the top, first occurrence, so linearly, or alphabetically. You can share this project in a number of different forms. And so if you want to share the idea of creating a research list, you can share with an email address with this research only clicked. You can also choose the default dictionary that Pozotron looks into when you begin researching. You can change it to Oxford US, Oxford GB, or Forvo. All right, let's see what it looks like on the main page. You'll see that custom, capitalized rare, complex, and foreign are checked right away. If you click on and off these boxes, you'll see that the suggestion list changes. If you want to add a whole bunch of words, you can click capitalized common, and it'll go from 90 to 424. This shows common words that show up a whole bunch. It's unlikely that you'd need to put them in a pronunciation guide, but they're there just in case you want to see words that show up a whole lot. When you start working through the list, it'll tell you the count and the first page that it shows up on. If you want to make sure that you pronounce Alice right, you can add that to your research. When you hover over the name, it'll give you the first 5 references in the book as well. So we'll make sure that we put Griffin on the research list. It shows up 55 times, starting on page 65, and you can add it by clicking Add to Research List. Also, you'll see that the R and the I are underlined here. Those are the 2 hotkeys for dealing with the top word on the research list. We don't need Alice to be in this one, so we can click I, and that will ignore it for now. We want Dormouse on there, so we'll click R. We'll research Dinah, Lori, and we'll check why Sue is on here. That looks like it's a part of a lyric thing that we don't need to worry about, so we can click I for ignore. We'll put Guinea on there, ignore Flamingo. Where's Bo from? Aha, that's from Beautiful, so we can ignore that. Don't need flowers. We'll add quadrille to make sure we're pronouncing that right, and so on. As you work your way through the list, the words become less common, only showing up maybe twice or once. You can make your way through the list really quickly using the R and I keys. So however many words you end up with your research list, when you click Return to Research, it opens up this main page. It'll look these words up automatically in the Oxford US Dictionary and give you the IPA and playback if it's in the dictionary.
Griffin, dormouse, lorry,
Guinea,
quadrille.
Huh. And then they didn't have a pronunciation for Dinah, so you can add your own. And then you can record it if you'd like. Dinah.
Dinah.
If you have a separate audio sample, you can also click upload, and it lets you upload up to, I believe, 15 seconds. If you have an MP3 or a WAV you'd like to upload, you save that. And now you have all of these playback options, including your custom ones. And you can share in all of these different ways that we went over before. And the online packet, now that you have this here, looks like this. You can copy that link. So now you have this where you can't change anything, but you can use these links over here as well for one click to Merriam-Webster, Forvo, OneLook, or Youglish. You can also add some source information if you want. For example, if you don't like this version of Griffin, you can go to Youglish, listen to it here, and then for source information, you copy this at the top, and your source information can go here. So, and there's your external link. And that's how you get started with the pronunciation research page.